Hello everyone and welcome back to Cypress UI automation session. I hope all of you doing well. In last session we learned how we can set up and run tests in Cypress. Now in today's session we learn about Cypress Test Runner component and how we can use Cypress Test Runner. After that we look into Cypress framework structure and files that we use in our test cases. Before moving on to today's topic, please hit subscribe and like button. Start with Cypress Test Runner. What is Cypress Test Runner? One of the key features of Cypress is its interactive test runner. The test runner provides a real-time view of your tests as they run, making it easy to debug tests and track down issues. With the test runner, you can see the actions you have performed on your website along with any logs and console output. This makes it easy to understand and why a test is failing and quickly fix the issue. For open Cypress Test Runner, simply we use command cypress open. We run that command. Oh, we get error. Why? Because when we are installing Cypress by using npm cypress install, Cypress related all dependencies and libraries automatically stored in node modules. In node modules, there are a directory .bin. That directory holds all executable files. So before run Cypress open command, we need to add .bin directory path and run that command. Wow, now our command execution is started. In this way, we can open Cypress Test Runner. Now we have one another command that we can use to open Cypress Test Runner by simply run npx cypress open. By using that command, we don't need to add additional path of .bin file. So first we terminate last command by using Ctrl plus C. Now we run command npx cypress open. Wow, that command execution started. Command execution time depends on your system. If your system is slow, it will take more time. Now in some time Cypress pop-up comes with welcome to Cypress. There are two options are available. One is component testing and other is E2E testing. Component testing is used by developers to build white box test cases, or we can say for unit testing, and we will use E2E testing. There E2E stand for end to end. So we can use E2E testing for UI test cases. We select E2E testing and we can see Cypress automatically adding some files in our project. If we can see our project has some files added by Cypress, all file is required to start working on Cypress. We simply click on continue. Now we can see all browsers that installed in our system. We can select any browser and we can run test. So we choose Chrome. Now we can see the test runner where our test cases will be executed. Now first we create our first test case in Cypress integration folder as we done in our previous video session. Simply create integration folder in Cypress and create file test.cy.js. Why we need to create integration folder for tests? Because most of Cypress project that currently working are used to write test cases in integration folder. In initially days of Cypress recommended to use integration folder to write down test cases. In our test case file, we add example script to run test in test runner. And in upcoming session, we learn how to write test cases. Now save this test file and we move to test runner, but here no test available. We can say no spec file available. In Cypress JavaScript terminology, all test cases is known as spec file. For spec file, we need to provide spec path to test runner. For this, we need to define our spec file directory into Cypress config.js file in spec pattern. and save that file. Now we can see Cypress Test Runner automatically refresh, and here we can see our test file. By clicking on this file we can run our test cases. We can see here our all test steps are passed, and here we can see lot of things. When we move our mouse pointer on logs, we can see all test steps are showing on screen. By clicking on any step, we can check here what happened with our test before and after that step. On any step, we pin and hold screenshot and check what happening before and after. By using this feature, we can easily debug and check actual behavior of test cases. By using Cypress Test Runner, we can do time travel with our test cases. And one more important feature is when we made changes in our tests.cy.js file, then test cases automatically start running in Test Runner. So that all things about Test Runner. Now we start exploring project structure. As we see by default, Cypress creates some folders and files. As we can see inside Cypress folder, we have multiple folders and files. So now first we start with fixture folder. That folder is used to store fixture. Cypress always suggests to storing all test data in fixture so we can easily use all information in our test cases without extra efforts. We can use fixture data by using simple fixture command that we will discuss briefly in upcoming sessions. Next, come to integration folder. In this folder, we write down our test cases. Next, come to support folder. That folder contains support files, which are JavaScript files that are files used to store reusable methods and customized commands that we can use in our all test cases. We can put our common commands in support file because Cypress scan support file before run test. Next, node modules. That folder contains all npm dependency that we are using in Cypress. Next, cypress.config.json. This file used to store configuration data for Cypress. For example, you can use this file to set the base URL and many other configuration regarding browser. Next is package.json. This file used to manage all dependencies for project. Here we can change dependencies version. And screenshot folder. That folder for storing screenshots, and video folder for store our test videos. So that is Cypress folder structure. Thank you all for watching this session. If you have any query, please let me know in comment section, and please hit like button and subscribe button. We will start Cypress test automation script in upcoming session. Thank you.